Shalom and greetings, everybody. Welcome to Zephy's Homestead and Garden. As you can see here, we have almonds. Woohoo! These are almonds that we got with our case order with our New Beginnings Co-op. And we are currently packaging them up into 1 pound increments for our group. 25 pounds are spoken for. And these are raw, organic, non-irradiated almonds, which in Southern California, almonds can be irradiated and pasteurized. And so I've been working with a farmer we've known for many, many years that was very kind to allow us to purchase almonds from him and get an amazing deal. Over here is our faithful scale, right there, y'all. I'm going to be sharing with you a story about how this scale came into our lives as a co-op group back in the California days. And very cool story. Shalom and greetings, everybody. That's my son, and that is not going to be edited out of this. I'm going to keep it in there.
And no, you can't. You can't do it now.
Anyways, hello, everybody. Welcome to Zephy's Homestead and Garden. I want to share a little bit with you about packaged our almonds for us. Thank you, Seth.
There's no way you're posting that.
Oh, yeah, I am. My scale, the scale that I showed you guys here in this video, was a interesting story that happened years ago back in California days when we had Bountiful Harvest Co-op Living Baskets. We've been through a couple of names. And we were in need of getting a scale for our group because we were weighing out bananas and tomatoes and almonds and a bunch of other fun stuff. And we want to make sure that everything is done appropriately and legit, right, as a group. So I went into, I think it was called Albertsons at the time. I believe it was Albertsons or Safeway, one of the two. And it was not too far from our house. And I walked in there and just tapped the produce manager on the shoulder and basically said, you know, we're running a family, My 17-year-old son is making me giggle and laugh, and I'm going to continue on here. Anyways, we had an organic produce co-op called Bountiful Harvest Living Baskets, and we were in need of a scale in order to weigh out all the produce that we had by the case, whether it was bananas, tomatoes, and or almonds, cashews, so forth. And we wanted to make sure that we were legit, right, because that's important. And so I went into the Safeway, Albertsons, it was one of the two names back in Southern California in the high desert, tapped the produce manager on the back of the shoulder and asked him if he knew of anybody or himself that would have an extra scale that we could possibly get as a donation for our group. I didn't expect him to even answer. I'm thinking he's probably going to like just shoo me off as a crazy woman going into the store asking a very stupid question. And he turned around and said, you know what? I do have a scale that's a little bit dented. It was missing the plastic covering that goes over the scale. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. And he goes, if you want it, it's yours. I can't put it out on the store because it's not presentable enough for our customers. But if you'd like to have it, I'm about ready to ditch it in the trash. And I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I will take that scale off your hands. And we've had it ever since. We took it from Southern California here to North Idaho, and I've been using it ever since. And it was just a blessing that the Father had provided something that we needed as a group. And that's the favor that we had in California days. And I am just allowing that favor to continue on here up in North Idaho as we continue this small little co-op called New Beginnings. And it's been pretty kind of cool. So I'm going to show you guys the scale and kind of explain a little bit about why he gave it to me and the reason for that. That's the scale. Right? So if you go to the grocery store, you're going to see a scale like this that has, you know, the little dish up on top. You put your tomatoes and your bananas inside, and then, you know, the dial will go exactly to where it needs to be by the pound. Well, the top part here normally has a plastic, I don't want to say dish, but a protective cover in the front so that this is not messed with, because, right, this has to be exactly on 0. And the plastic dish or plate was missing. It had a dent. I don't know if it's still there. It probably still is there. We might have fixed it a little bit. It had a little bit of a dent up top here. And he was about ready to throw this in the trash. And I was like, oh my gosh, we'll totally use it. So it's missing its plate, has a dent up on top of here that we kind of pounded out as best as we could because we wanted to make sure that the bowl was big enough to put produce inside. But it works, and we've had this ever since, and it's been used, gosh, it's been what, 20 plus odd years we've had this scale, and been very happy with it. It still functions. There's a dial up here that you can turn and adjust the poundage on there. We make sure it's always on the 0. And so my almonds were weighed today. I'll grab an almond here. My almonds were weighed today at 1 pound, a little over a pound. So our co-op members got a little bit more than a pound of almonds, and it works. So that was favor from the Father, which is really kind of cool. And that's how co-op has run for us back in Southern California. Just Abba has just handed things over, things like a scale or refrigerators, freezers. We had a host of stuff come through along with our members that donated, or just the community that was really excited when we first had started that. And it's been here. I mean, in North Idaho, we don't have a building. We are not as big as we were back in Southern California. Yet we're still able to work with some of the farmers that we had back in Southern California that are still working alongside us here now with New Beginnings Co-op for North Idaho. And I'm really happy. It's been really kind of cool to still have my fingers and toes in the water with this. Not too sure how big it's going to get or small it's going to stay, yet the people that are part of it are actually just a really neat community. So if you're in North Idaho and you would like to participate, we are on Telegram. I'll drop the link here in the comments on our YouTube channel. And, we're small but strong. We are doing organic produce right now by the case. And we just got done doing almonds. Our next case is going to be, I think, maple syrup, because that's been asked. I want to look into maybe getting some coconut oil. And then we do have some raw cashews. So it's just little things that are happening that allow some of us to get prices that are better and locally. They're not quite local because you can't really get almonds locally here in North Idaho. But we're supporting the farmers, so it's directly. It's from farm to consumer. So when I order the almonds for our group, I'm paying the farmer. I'm not going through a middleman. And my co-op members or the co-op members get actually a really great deal. So that's New Beginnings Co-op, which is part of Zephy's Homestead and Garden. And if you're in North Idaho, you're welcome to check us out. Alrighty, thank you guys for joining us here on our channel. Please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in New Beginnings Co-op, come take a peek. Check us out on Telegram. Shalom.